After 3 days of silence from my lawyer boyfriend, I drafted an apology text just to get him to the courthouse for our wedding. But the moment I hit end, his childhood sweetheart posted their marriage license online. After all this time, it's still you. Co-workers gossiped in the comments waiting for my meltdown. I simply replied, invite me to the baby shower. I'll bring a generous gift. The post vanished. He called, voice sharp, Audrey needed legal help. It's just paperwork. Must you be so dramatic? Apologize publicly now, and I'll marry you after she recovers. He forgot this was a 67 cancellation. When he hung up, expecting me to beg during his usual breakup countdown, I didn't play along. My resignation was already submitted. After I ignored more than a dozen of his frantic calls, he finally sent a furious text. Gina, have you lost your mind? How dare you hang up on me? You screwed up and you think you have the right to be angry? You have 5 minutes to post an apology. Otherwise, we're done. In our 10 years together, it heard threats like this 100 times. And every single time, I was the one to cave, to apologize, to beg. This was the first time it ever just hung up on him. When I didn't immediately respond, Dylan started his signature social media countdown. He had a rule: 3 days of silent treatment meant we were broken up by default. My devotion had made him arrogant, and he wielded this rule like a weapon, using the public pressure of the countdown to break me every time we fought. For 10 years, it had worked perfectly. I would always crack just before the timer ran out. But this time was different. I was tired. I was done being his fool. Shortly after Dylan's post, his childhood sweetheart, Audrey, posted one of her own, making sure to tag me. It was just a little joke with Dylan. I didn't mean for it to go public. I had no idea Gina would react so strongly. Now I'm almost afraid to talk to her in case I accidentally set her off again. Dylan, who rarely ever touched his social media, was the first to like it. That's her problem, Audrey. Don't blame yourself. And I said it to friends only. If you want to post something, post it for the world to see. It was obvious who her was. Our mutual friends, all dependent on Dylan for business, quickly chimed in with their support. Gina is so petty. Audrey, don't let someone like that get you down. No wonder Dylan won't marry her. I wouldn't marry a woman that insecure either. I let out a bitter laugh. He would bend over backward to defend Audrey, to shield her from the slightest discomfort. But me, his girlfriend of 10 years, I was always met with cold indifference. Audrey could sneeze and he would cancel our appointment at the courthouse. If I complained, he would get angrier than me, accusing me of being controlling and small-minded. And now when I finally chose to let go and congratulate them, he was still the one blaming me, using his stupid countdown to force an apology. The truth was, there was no right or wrong here. The scales of love had tipped long ago. Mom, the man on this ID is already legally married. Would you like to reschedule with someone else? The clerk at the marriage license bureau looked at me with pity. I took the ID back with a small smile. That's an option to consider. The young couple behind me cheered as I stepped out of line. It was Valentine's Day and appointments were impossible to get. I had been waiting here since dawn just to get a spot. But now, looking at the appointment form in my hand, I didn't hesitate. I tore it into pieces and threw it in the trash. I had filled out that form 67 times. I had given him 67 chances. Each time I had shown up just like today, full of hope, watching other couples come and go as I waited for him. And each time, just before our appointment, he would call with an excuse about an urgent matter at the firm. When I questioned him, he'd throw his clients in my face. Gina, a client's case is their entire life on the line. Are you really asking me to abandon them for a piece of paper? How can you be so selfish? He would say it with such righteous indignation, his voice dripping with condescension. He never knew that after he ditched me for Audrey, she would send me taunting messages. Dylan's cooking is amazing. I bet you've never had it, have you? I walked a little too far today, and Dylan was so worried he bought me a luxury car. I seem to recall you're still using a bike share, right? And now he had gone so far as to get a marriage license with her. It was time for our relationship to end. For good. As soon as I walked out of the courthouse, I saw that my resignation request had been rejected. HR told me that Dylan hadn't been in the office for days and couldn't approve it. They gave me an address and told me to find him myself. Determined to leave properly, I gritted my teeth and went.